Hi, this is Rishi and welcome to episode number 4 of LeetCode for DevOps. In this video, we are going to solve problem number 4 of site server, that is Taipei came and knocking. So quickly, I will set up my camera and we will go through the problem. Then we will solve the problem, and at the last of the video, we will see what commands we have used to solve the problem. So this is the normal flow that we have used in the last 3 videos. The problem here falls under hack category, so this is first time we are solving this problem. So the description is, there is a web server on port 80 protected with port knocking. Find the one knock needed, sending a SYN to single port, not a sequence. You can curl localhost. So first of all, let us read what is this port knocking. So basically, port knocking is a process that we use to open any port on a firewall, that on a remote server or on our server. So let us understand by an example. Say you have a house, right? And there are 5 gates in that particular house, but you have implemented a security automation. If someone knocks on the gate 1, and then if someone knocks on the gate 3, then only gate 2 will be unlocked. So there is a sequence of knocking that you have already written down in some kind of program, and you have hand over to someone who is handling security of your house. So a person can come, he will knock on the gate 1, and he needs to lock on the gate 3. If he knocks on the gate 2 and then on the 3, the sequence won't match. In this case, we have 2 sequence, that is gate number 1 and gate number 2, gate number 1 and gate number 3 to unlock gate number 2. This can be the case if someone knocks on the gate 4, then only gate 1 will be unlocked. So say if I am a new person who is going to your house and I don't know about gate 2, 3, 4 and 5, I will simply go to your gate number 1 and I will maybe ring the doorbell or knock there, but the gate won't be unlocked because if I want to unlock gate number 1, then I need to knock on gate number 4, because this is a security protocol that you have implemented. So port knocking is a similar method in which we define some kind of rules that are required to follow to open certain port on a certain server, or on a certain compute. So let us start the problem and see how we can unlock this particular port. Okay, so we have our server here. Let us check, do we have some hints or something on the screen or some instructions to follow. I don't think in this problem we have such things. Agent. Okay, agent. Ls. Okay, we don't have anything. So what we will do is, we will first of all see if there is some process that is defined with the keyword knock, because this is the only thing the question is hinting right now. So I will do this thing. I will list all the processes and I will try to grab knock. Okay, so this is the command that we have run right now, and this is the command that is running. So so on this system, knockd is being used to implement this knock behavior. So let us see how knock command works for us, right? So for unlocking any port, we need to first of all type knock, then we need to type host. So in this case, the host is localhost only, and then we need to define the port. So let us try it with port 80. And for the solution, I believe we need to curl localhost. So localhost failed to connect to port locality. We knocked on the port 80, but the gate is not unlocked. So there might be some other port that we need to knock to unlock this particular port. This is similar to the example that I shared earlier. Maybe we are knocking on gate number 1, but we need to knock on gate number 3. So let us try maybe port 443. Because these are the common ports we use in our day-to-day life. So this was not again the port. So what we can do is we can try to find some hints in the that maybe there are some instruction in the root file or somewhere. So what I can do is I can simply grep -ir knock knock in etc. Okay, so on most of the files we don't have permission, and on this problem we don't have root access, so we cannot uh, open these files. But there is one file, that is etc default knockd. Let us try to get and see what is in this particular file. So I need to remove one forward slash from here, and this is the file. So this just defines how we can control if this this particular knockd is handled at init or not. So for running this particular knock process in loopback, we need to use this particular command. So here also we don't have any hint that defines what port number is in use. So let us try to open this particular file and see if we can view the file. We cannot view the file. Okay, so let us try to, I don't think we would be having anything in the init.d file, but let us try to get it once. Okay, so this is the file, right? And this defines how this particular process is started up, and someone has chosen these particular flags. What is the condition here? So in this particular section we are also not able to find what port number we need to knock to unlock port 80. So what we can do here is we can knock on all the ports, right? So assume we have 5 doors, and we know like the door 1 will open when we knock on the right gate, but we don't know what is the right gate. So what we can do is we can knock on all the gates. So maybe we will start with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. So out of these 5, one gate will be the right gate, and that will open the path for us, right? So this is brute force approach, that we are trying all the options that are available to us. So on a particular system there are 65,535 ports, right? So this number is defined, and what we will do is we will knock on all the ports. Now we cannot manually type knock this particular port 65,535 times, so we will use a for loop. So let me write the command for sequence 1 to 65,535 do we are running loop from 1 to 65,535, do knock $I and then done. Okay, so we miss localhost here. Okay, so we messed up in the syntax. Okay, so now this particular process will run 65,535 times, and we will have that port unlocked. So earlier what was happening is it was running in the loop, but when we were running this particular command, that is do knock $I, we were using a wrong syntax. So it was it was hitting a single wrong syntax command every time, and it was throwing this particular issue. Let us wait and try to see if this hack will work for us or not. Okay, so the command has run. Now I will do this call local host. Who is there? Okay, so we have successfully knocked the port. Now we don't know what the gate is. So for this problem, it doesn't matter, because we need to open this particular port, and we have done it. If we need to find what port number is the actual port that we need to knock down, we can do this by modifying this particular command that we have used here. So now let us check and verify if our solution is working or not. After that, we will discuss the commands that we have used. So I will go and check my solution. Okay, so we have successfully solved this command and it took us around 11 minutes and 21 seconds. Now let's head to our notes section and I will write down all the commands, and I will also write down a separate approach where say if you want to see what port number is actually the port that have unlocked our gates, we can also see it, right? So this is the note section that I will also be attaching with the video description in a format of PDF in GitHub. So let us discuss the commands that we have used. So this is a simple for loop, and I don't think we need a discussion on this because we have already seen these types of commands in our previous video. Here we are using a for loop. So this is a syntax of a simple for loop in which we first of all define for loop with a keyword, and then I is also a variable. Then we are defining in the range that we are using the for loop for. So say if I only need to check up to 80 ports, right, then I can define something like this. If I want to print the range here, I can define something like this, right? So this is a simple loop, and we will be using this for loop again and again, and this is one of the common loop we use in bash. So I will revert it to 65,535, right, because this is the port number that are defined on any system, right, and this is globally defined. Now if someone wants to print, right, what is the actual port, so how we can do this thing, right? So first of all, we will use the same logic loop in this range. Then we will knock this particular port. Then after knocking, we'll try to cull every time we have knocked a port. So say we have knocked the port number 1, then we will try to cull, and if there is some error, then we will forward this error to dev null. So dev null is just a void. Like if you don't want to store anything, any output or any file, you just can forward it to dev null, and 2 is just for the errors. So the errors, like if we do this cull and there is some error, it will be forwarded to dev null, and if there is not some error, that will be stored in a response, right? And this S stands for silent. When we are doing cull, there can be noise, like there can be a lot of things that are printing on the screen. So if we don't want to print them on the screen, we can simply pass this S flag. So it stands for silent, and we are only waiting for 0.2 seconds. So say there can be case where we are trying to do the cull command and it's stucking for 10 seconds. So we don't want to stuck on like we are trying port number 1 for 10 seconds, port number 2 for 10 seconds. So it will be 65,535 into 10 seconds, so a lot of time. So we will only wait for 0.2 seconds, and we will check. Okay, so now this N stands for like there is some string in this particular response. So say we say we have done knock localhost port 75, right, and we have called after this, and there is some response, right? So we will check. Okay, if response have some string, okay, we say this is our port, and we will say this is the port. We will print that port, and we will break this particular loop. So the advantage of this particular step is we can detect the port early. We won't be running the port from 1 to 65,535. So say if the port is 5 or 10, we will detect the port early, right? We will run the loop to the max variable, that is 65,535. In the worst case scenario, say if this is the actual port, then only the sequence will be running till the end. If we detect the variable early, we will say, okay, we found the port and we can, come out of the loop. So break command is used for this particular thing. If we need to, stop at any location in a particular loop while some condition is met, then we can use break command. So I guess this is for this video. We learned a lot of stuff here. If you have any, better optimized solution, let me know in the comment section. And if you face any difficulties, also let me know in the comment sections. I will meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.